Welcome back to the Smoke Shack podcast. This is Steven. Today I am bringing you a review on the Buffalo Trace Prohibition Series number 2 Silver Wedding. Go ahead and check out that band there. This is a 6.5 by 52 Toro. It's the lower band that's on all these Buffalo Trace Prohibition cigars. And then, as I said, 6x52 Toro, Honduran Corojo wrapper, and then Honduran binder and Honduran filler. As far as the prelate goes, very, very veiny cigar. It looks great. There's a lot of subtle veins that you need the light to hit just right to get those little ones, but a lot of big veins as well. It's probably the lightest colored wrapper that we've had so far, but a lot of veins in there. It really is good looking. The aroma here on the body or the wrapper is the cedar plus the red pepper. Red pepper is a little bit spicy there. The toe is a very nice aged cedar, very, very nice. The roll here is very, very even, as it's been with all these Buffalo Trace cigars. Very nice, good firm spring to the cigar. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this open. Interesting. A lot of aged cedar there in the dry draw. Dry draw is ideal there as far as airflow. There's something spicy in there as well. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's an aged cedar and something spicy. I'm going to go ahead and light this thing up and get you the initial notes here. Definitely a lot of aged cedar and red pepper here on the first initial notes. There's also some other notes there that I'm just not picking up just yet. Maybe some baking spice, maybe a cinnamon or something like that. Again, not real positive just yet. Gonna go ahead and smoke this down a little bit more, and then go ahead and catch you back up with my thoughts on the first third. Bringing you back in here in the first third. The flavor profile here so far is a nice aged cedar, a rye spice, it's quite subtle, a nice chocolate, there's a yeasty bread, and then some baking spices as well. Very nice flavor profile here in the first third. Very nice rich flavors, quite complex, well balanced, very smooth. A mild to medium start here as far as the strength. Nice even char line, as you can see. The draw has been ideal, and the ash is pretty solid. Besides, there's this like hole going on here in the cigar just up top there. Obviously, as you can see, it's not going down the whole cigar, so not sure what that was, but other than that, it's holding together pretty well combustion wise. I'm going to go ahead and smoke this down to about the halfway point, and then catch up with my thoughts on the second third. Oh wait, I forgot. Wait, before I even go out, I'm pairing this today with Buffalo Trace Bourbon, and when paired with the bourbon, the rye flavor comes out. Not the spice, the rye spice that we've been getting through here, but just the flavor. No spice, just flavor. Really nice. And then the baking spices and the chocolate also really come out a lot with being paired with the bourbon. Anyway, gonna smoke this down to the halfway point, and you know the rest. See you soon. Bringing it back in here in the second third, the flavor profile changes up just a tad bit here. Get a rye flavor rather than the rye spice. It's not as spicy, it's just that flavor profile there. And then baking spices, a nice oak as well. The yeast bread is subtle, but it's still there. And then a subtle citrus as well. Quite an interesting second third. When paired with the Buffalo Trace, the rye spice and oak really pop out on the flavors. I think the richness takes a little bit of a hit here in this third, but other than that, very smooth, very intricate, well balanced. The strength goes up to a medium here, and then the char line has been pretty even throughout this second third, with a slightly loose draw. I think there was a little hole in the cigar here, so that it led to a slightly loose draw, but the ash has been very solid. I'm going to go ahead and smoke this down to the band and the final third, and then catch you back up with my final third thoughts, and then my thoughts on the cigar as a whole. Coming back in on the final third here, this cigar, the flavor profile here is a oak, baking spices, some cinnamon, and a coffee bean as well. Hasn't changed a whole lot throughout the entire cigar as far as the flavor profile, but the flavors have been really nice. They've been really smooth, intricate, well balanced. The flavor richness does take a hit here as well, as it's more a 4 out of 5 here on richness of flavor, although it is a medium full in strength. The char line got a slightly wavy here in the final third. Ideal though on the draw, and the ash has been very solid throughout, and a nice white look to it. Shows good signs of aging. The cigar as a whole, the finish just wasn't as long as you'd like. It was a nice rich finish, but just not as long. The evolution of the cigar was rather linear. There was some nice changes there throughout, but really the first third kind of gave you all the flavors, and then just a couple subtle ones came in. So really not real elaborate, but really not super linear either, as it does change a bit. Overall score there, 65 out of 70 on the tasting score. Pretty light, we had a 10 out of 10 there. Very nice wrapper, good looking, with a lot of veins on it. The combustion there, we had an 8.5 out of 10 with the slightly wavy char line there in the end, and then the slightly loose draw in the middle. And then the presentation, we had a 7.5 out of 10. I forgot to mention, in the final third there, when paired with the Buffalo Trace Bourbon, the notes that really pop out are oak and citrus, which is, that citrus is kind of unique with being paired with that Buffalo Trace. But anyway, overall score being a 91 out of 100 for this cigar. Pretty good. It isn't our best yet. The Anderson's Bell was a 93, and then the old-fashioned Mountain Corn was a 94. So I mean, compared to the other ones, not as good. Just doesn't have the evolution of flavor that the other ones have, but good richness of flavor still in this cigar, and really good flavors that pair well with the bourbon. So not really that gimmicky either here with this one as well. Overall, so far, a pretty good series. We still got 2 more left to go. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It helps us bring this content to you. It helps me be able to afford this box of Buffalo Trace cigars. So I really appreciate any of the likes and the subscriptions. And then comment if you've had any of these cigars in the past, and what your thoughts are on them. We'll see you next time here on the Smoke Shack.